The worst time I had to lie actually was when I got the role of Wolverine. And they said, we need you there tomorrow. They'd started shooting. So I went the next day and they said, by the way, when you go back into customs, just say that you're there for an audition. And I said, okay, but I have got the part, right? Because I just auditioned. They said, no, it's just we haven't got your visa. You're Australian. The visa hasn't come in time. It'll be fine. Just say it's an audition and then we'll sort it out. So I'm sweating. And the guy looks kind of nerdy. I think, oh, I'm all right. And I get up there and he goes, hey, what are you here for? And I said, oh, I'm just doing an audition. He goes, really? I said, yeah. And he goes, well, that's funny because you seemed to be here last week. What were you here last week for? And I'm like, sweat just pouring down, and I literally then said, no, it's not an audition. I've got the part. I just broke. It was pathetic. And he goes, go over there. And I'm sitting there going, okay, first of all, I've just lost the biggest break of my life. I'm going to go to jail, and I don't know what to do. I said, listen, I'm sorry. It's just I've got this part in this thing, and they haven't got my visa. And he goes, what's the thing? And I said, well, it's X-Men. It's like a comic book. He goes, what? I said, he goes, well, you mean like the animation thing, X-Men? And I goes, well, no, they're doing a live action version of it. He goes, what? And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, what did you audition for? And I said, it's a character called Wolverine. He goes, what? And he literally looked at me and then he just, so all his mates, he goes, hey, Jimmy, it's Wolverine. It's Wolverine. Honestly, I went out there with a police escort, just let me out. This guy made me sign autographs. I did everything. He was a mad X-Men fan, and that's the only reason I am.
The biggest Canadian superhero, too.